Hello dear students, in this session we are going to discuss some important sums of chapter 3, linear equation in two variables. So starting from the very first question. In first question we have point A and B are 70 km apart on a highway. So suppose we are having 2 points A and B. Distance between these 2 points is 70 km. A car starts from A and another car starts from B simultaneously. If they travel in same direction, they meet in 7 hours. Suppose they are traveling in this direction, they meet after 7 hours. It means suppose they are meeting at point M. Now let the speed of car starting from point A be x km per hour and the speed of car starting from point B be y km per hour. So now let us find the distance. Distance between AM, distance traveled by A in 7 hours will be how much? Distance is equal to speed into time, x into 7. This is 7x distance. And distance traveled by B in 7 hours will be how much? Distance is equal to speed into time. Speed is y and time is 7. So 7 into y is 7y kilometer. Now total distance is 7x. This distance is 7y. So 7x minus 7y will be 70. This is your first equation. I am writing it here. 7x minus 7y is equal to 70. Dividing both sides by 7, we can get a simplified form of the equation, that is this. This is our first equation. Now coming to the second equation, if they travel towards each other, they meet in 1 hour. Suppose they are traveling towards each other like this and they are meeting at point N. Now again we are finding the distance. Distance traveled by A in 1 hour will be how much? Distance is equal to speed into time, x into 1. So this distance is how much? X. Now distance traveled by B in 1 hour will be how much? Distance is equal to speed into time, y into 1, that is y. Now you can see from here that x plus y is equal to this distance AB, that is 70. So second equation will be x plus y is equal to 70. This is the second equation. So now you need to solve both the equations to find the value of x and y. Once you get the value of x and y, we will get the speed of these two cars. Next, in second question we are having the same question, so I will skip this. Places A and B are 80 km apart. Solve this question similarly. Third one is also similar. I am skipping this also. In fourth question we are having a rectangle. Let us assume we have a rectangle whose length is x meters. Here it is given units, so assume unit only. X units and breadth be y units. What is the area? Area is equal to length into breadth, that is x into y. Now first equation is what? If length is increased and breadth is reduced by 2 units. It means length is increased by 2 and breadth is decreased by 2. The area gets reduced by 28 square units. What is the area? This is the area, length into breadth, and original area was what? X into y. Area gets reduced by how much? 28. So first equation will be this. We can simplify this, multiply these two. Xy minus 2x, 2y minus 4 is equal to xy minus 28. Xy gets cancelled. From here first equation will be minus 28 plus 4, that is minus 24. We can divide both sides by minus 2 so that we can get a simplified form. This is our equation 1. Now coming to equation number 2, if the length is reduced by 1 unit and breadth is increased by 2 units, length gets reduced and breadth gets increased. This way the area will be this, multiplication of length and breadth. Then area gets increased by 33. It means original area is xy and area gets increased by how much? 33. Similarly, we can find an equation like this. Simplify it. Xy plus 2x minus y minus 2 is equal to xy plus 33, xy gets cancelled. So equation is 2x minus y is equal to 33 plus 2, 35. You can solve both the equations to get the value of x and y. And once you get the value of x, you can find the area, length into breadth. Coming to the next question. In our next question, we are having the same sum, so I hope you will be able to solve. In question number 6, it is also the same one. Now coming to the question number 7. In question number 7, we have a railway half ticket cost half the full fare. Half ticket cost how much? Full fare, half to the full fare, and reservation charge is same on the half ticket and full ticket. Okay, so let us assume the fare of first class full ticket be rupees x and the reservation charge be rupees y. You need to write this. Let the basic first class full fare be rupees x and the reservation charge be rupees y. Now what is the first equation? One reserved first class ticket from Mumbai to Delhi cost this much. Reserved class ticket cost will be how much? First class ticket plus the reservation charge y. This is given as how much? 4150. This is your first equation. While one full class and one half class. For full class we have the same fare, fare plus reservation charge, and for one half ticket we have how much fare? Half ticket will cost x by 2 and reservation charge again it will also have. So this is equal to how much? It is given as 6255. You can simplify this. X plus x by 2 is 3x by 2. Y plus y is 2y is equal to 62. Now take LCM here. 3x plus 4y is equal to 6255. From here the first equation comes out to be, second equation, 3x plus 4y is equal to 2 gets multiplied to 6255. This is the second equation. Now you can solve both the equations to get the value of x and y. That is the fare of basic first class ticket and reservation charge. Now coming to the next question. Same question, so I will skip this. Question number 9th. In question number 9th, we are having a 2-digit number. For this, let us assume the tens digit as x. Let tens digit be x and unit digit be y. A 2-digit number is 4 times the sum of digits. What is the 2-digit number? 2-digit number means original number is equal to what? Original number is what? For tens digit we need to multiply by 10 and for unit digit it is multiplied by 1. It is like this one. If we are having a 2-digit number, then we can write like tens digit multiplied by 10 and unit digit 3 multiplied by 1. We can expand like this. So this is the number 10x plus y. First equation is what? 2-digit number is 4 times the sum of digit. 2-digit number is this one only. 10x plus y is equal to 4 times the sum of these two digits. Simplify it, you will get a easier form of the equation. 10x minus 4x is 6x and 4y minus y is 3y. 3 2 is 6. Therefore 2x is equal to y. This is our first equation. Now twice the product 4 times of its digits. Again second equation is what? A 2-digit number is 4 times the sum of digit and twice the product of the digits. It means that 2-digit number is equal to twice of what? Product of the digits. It means digits are x and y, so product will be x into y. Now you can substitute the value of y as 2x here. So 10x plus y is what? 2x is equal to 2x into y is what? 2x. So 12x is equal to 4x square x gets cancelled. 12 is equal to 4x, so x is equal to 3. If x is 3, then we can find the value of y also. Y will be 3 2 is 6. Then we can get the number also. Number is what? 10x plus y. Coming to the next question. Susan invested certain amount of money into schemes A and B. Let the money invested in scheme A be x and the money invested in scheme B be y, which offer interest at 8% per annum and 9% per annum respectively. Okay, so we can assume let the amount invested in scheme A at 8% per annum be x rupees, and the amount invested in scheme B at 9% per annum be rupees y. This statement needs to be written here. I will repeat it again. Let the amount invested in scheme A at 8% per annum be rupees x and the amount invested in scheme B at 9% per annum be rupees y. She received 1860 as the annual interest. What is the simple interest? P into R into T by 100. Principal into rate, time is 1 year. This is the interest, and for this P into R into, this is 9. P into R into T upon 100. This is given as how much? 1860. You can take 100 to the RHS. Simplified form of the equation will be 186000. Now, if see interchange the amount, it means I am changing here only. Suppose at 8% you invest rupees y and at 9% it is invested rupees x. What will the equation? Find the interest. P into R into T by 100. Principal is how much? Y. P into R into T upon 100 plus, here principal is x, rate is 9. P into R into T upon 100. This is given as how much? So you would have received 20 more. 20 more means 1860 plus 20. 1880. Simplified form of the equation is 8y plus 9x is equal to 188000. Now you need to solve equation 1 and 2 to find the value of x and y. You can use elimination or substitution method, any method to find the value of x and y. Moving to the next question. Yes, question number 11. Vijay had some bananas and he divided them into 2 lots A and B. He sold the first lot at the rate of this and second lot at the rate of 1 per banana and got how much? This much. Whenever you read the question, do underline important points. If he sold the first lot at the rate of 1 per banana and the second at the rate of this, he would have received, collection would have been 460. Find the total number of bananas he had. Suppose if he had divided into 2 lots A and B, in lot A suppose there are x bananas and in lot B y bananas. Had he sold the first lot at the rate of 2 rupees for 3 banana, 3 bananas cost is 2 rupees, so 1 banana cost will be 2 upon 3, unitary method. 1 banana cost is this much, so we have x bananas, then total cost will be this much. And second lot at 1 per banana, we have y bananas, so total cost will be y into 1, and he got how much? 400. This is your first equation. Now for second equation, he sold the first lot at 1 per banana, first lot as 1 rupees per banana, so x into 1, and second lot is sold at what price? 5 bananas for 4 rupees, so 1 banana cost will be how much? 4 upon 5, and y banana cost will be multiplied by y. How much he got? 460. This is second equation. You can simplify it. Take LCM. So the first equation will be how much? 2x plus 3y is equal to 1200. Again simplify this, taking the LCM. Upon 5 is equal to 460. Therefore second equation will be 5x plus 4y is equal to 460 into 5. This is our second equation. You can now solve both the equations to get the value of x and y. Total number of bananas he had will be addition of these two. Moving to the next question. Question number 12. On selling a TV at 5% gain and freeze at 10% gain, a shopkeeper gains this much. Okay. Let the actual price of television be rupees X and the actual price of fridge be rupees Y. Assume it. Now TV is sold at 5% gain. So how much gain it will be? X into 5 by 100. 5% means 5 by 100. This much is the gain on selling the TV, and gain on selling the fridge will be how much? Cost of actual price is Y for 10%. This is the gain on fridge, and total gain is how much? 2000 rupees. So this is our first equation. Of course, you can simplify it. 5 to the 20. LCM will be how much? 20. X plus 2y is equal to 2000. So first equation will be x plus 2y is equal to 2 to the 4, 40,000. Now similarly we can frame the second equation also. If he sells the TV at 10% gain, it means x into 10%, and freeze at a loss. If there is a loss, we need to subtract it. Y into 5 by 100, so that eventually the net gain is 1500. The second equation. So easier form will be 10x minus 5y. 100 we can take that side. 1500 into 100. We can divide the equation by 5 to simplify it. 5 3s are 15, 300 and 00. This is our second equation. So we have now two equations. We can solve both the equations to get the value of x and y, and x and y is the actual price of television and fridge. Coming to the next question. Whenever there is a question based on upstream and downstream, you should understand what downstream means and what upstream means. Downstream means you are moving along with the stream, and upstream means you are moving against the stream. So in downstream we can say first you can assume, let the speed of sailor in still water be x kilometer per hour and the speed of the current or stream be y kilometer per hour. If you are moving with the stream, your speed will increase, that is addition of these two speeds. And what will be the speed of a stream? If you are moving against the stream, then your speed will be decreased. How much? By y. So this is the speed down upstream. Now reading the question, a sailor goes 8 km downstream in 40 minutes. What is the time? Time is equal to distance upon speed. Distance is 8. In downstream we have how much speed? X plus y. And time taken is how much? 40 minutes. In hours it will be 40 upon 60. Simplify it. Four, say I can cancel it. 2 upon x plus y is equal to 1 upon 6. Therefore by cross multiplication we will get x plus y is equal to 12. Now similarly we can frame the second equation also. And returns in 1 hour. Returns in 1 hour means during the return journey it will have upstream. So distance is same, 8 km. Distance upon speed upstream, that is x minus y. What is the time taken? 1 hour. Now you can do by cross multiplication. x minus y is equal to 8. We have two equations, two unknowns. Solve both the equation using substitution or elimination method so as to get the value of x and y's. Moving to the next question. Yes. In this question we have a class in which, first let us understand the concept. If we have 5 students in one row and similarly if we have 5 rows, then total number of students will be number of students in one row multiplied by total number of rows, that is 25. So in these types of question, what needs to be taken as the variable? Whatever is increased or decreased, take that as variable. If 3 students are extra in each row, let us assume number of students in each row be x, and number of rows be y. Okay, if we have x students in one row and number of rows is y, so total number of students will be how much? If x students in one row and number of rows is y, so total number of students will be x into y. Now if 3 students are extra in each row, x plus 3, and there would have been one row less, it means number of rows gets decreased by 1. This is the total number of students. Number of students in each row multiplied by total number of rows, and we have number of students x into y. Number of students is not increasing or decreasing, it remains the same. We are only increasing or decreasing the number of students in each row. So you can simplify it. This is our first equation. Second equation, similarly, what will it will be? 3 students are less in a row, it means x minus 3. Then there would have been 2 rows more, number of rows gets increased by 2, and multiplication will give you the total number of students, that is nothing but x into y. I will simplify the equations so that we will be able to solve. Minus x multiplied by 3, 3 into y is 3y, minus 3 is equal to xy. Xy gets cancelled. So first equation is minus x plus 3y is equal to 3. And similarly we can simplify the second equation, xy plus 2x multiplied by 3, minus 3 sorry, minus 3y minus 6 is equal to xy. Xy gets cancelled. So second equation is 2x minus 3y is equal to 6. Now you can solve both the equations to get the value of x and y. Once you get the value of x and y, so number of students will be how much? Multiplication of x into y. That will be our answer. Moving to the next question. We have just solved this question. So first equation I will tell you. Let the cost price of TV be x and the cost price of fridge be y. So first equation will be 5 by 100 into x plus 10 by 100 into y is equal to 3250. This will be your first equation. Second equation is what? X into 10 by 100 plus y into 5 by 100. Sorry, don't add it because it is having a loss, so subtract it. X into 10 by 100 minus y into 5 by 100 is equal to 1500. This is your second equation. Now you can solve both the equations to get the value of x and y. Next question. We just did this question. Let me tell you how to solve this. A man invested an amount 12% at simple interest and another 10% if he received, but if he interested. Same question we did. Let us assume the amount invested at 12% be rupees y and the amount invested at 10% be rupees, consider this as x and this as y. So what will be the interest? Interest will be principal into rate P into R into T upon 100. This is the interest received from the first investment, and from second it will be P into rate is 10 into time is 1 upon 100. This is the interest from second investment, and total investment is how much? total investment given is 2600. So this is our first equation. Now what is the second equation? If he has interchanged the amount, it means previously we invested X rupees at 12% and Y rupees at 10%. So what we are doing now? We are interchanging the amount. Interchanging means now we are investing Y rupees at 12% and X rupees at 10%. So what will be the interest? Principal into rate into time upon 100 plus principal into rate into time upon 100. And what is the total interest? That is 140 less 2600 minus 140. This is our second equation. Do take LCM, simplify it and solve both the equations using substitution or elimination method. Moving to the next question. Same question we did. I will write the equation again. Let number of students in one row be X, number of students in one row be X, and number of rows be Y. Number of students in one row be X, X students per row. And Y rows. So first equation will be how much? If 4 students are extra in each row, it means X plus 4. There would have been 2 rows less. Number of rows is Y, so Y minus 2. What is total number of students? Total number of students will be multiplication of X and Y. Total number of students is how much? X into Y. So in question it is given that there would have been 2 rows less. We did this is equal to total number of students. This is our first equation. Second equation is what? If 4 students are less in each row, that means X minus 4. There would have been 4 rows more. Y rows we have, so Y plus 4. Multiplication will give you the total number of students that we already have is equal to XY. Simplify both the equations. Multiply this. XY minus 2X plus 4Y minus 8 is equal to XY. XY gets cancelled. So our first equation is 2X plus 4Y is equal to 8. We can divide both sides by minus 2 or 2. Dividing by 2 on both the sides. First equation. Similarly, we need to simplify the second part. X into Y plus 4X minus 4Y multiplying by 4 minus 16 is equal to XY. XY gets cancelled. So equation is 4X minus 4Y is equal to 16. Dividing by 4 on both the sides, we will get this equation. Now solve equation 1 and 2 to get the value of X and Y. Once we get the value of Y, number of students will be equal to X into Y. Moving to the next question. Upstream, downstream question we already did. Still I will tell you what will be the equation. In downstream, what is the speed? Speed, suppose the speed of boat is X. Speed of boat, or you can say that if here it is man, then speed of man in still water, and speed of current or stream, let us assume as Y. Now first equation is a man can row downstream 20 km in 2 hours. We have distance and time. So distance upon speed. In downstream what we have speed? Speed is boat plus stream. That is given as 2 hours. You can do by cross multiplication. 2 1 are 2, 2 10 are 20. So X plus Y into 1 is X plus Y and 10 into 1 is 10. This is our first equation. Similarly, let's frame the second equation. A man can row upstream in 2 hours, 4 km upstream in 2 hours. So distance is 4 km. In upstream distance, speed gets decreased. That is X minus Y. Time taken is 2. Simplify it. 2 1 are 2, 2 2 are 4. Doing by cross multiplication, X minus Y into 1 is equal to 2 into 1, 2. Now you can solve both the equations to get the value of x and y. And what is our answer? Y is our answer. Current speed of current you are asked. Moving to the next question. Whenever you are asked these types of question, number consists of 2 digits. Let us assume tens digit as x and unit digit as y. And original number is equal to 10x plus y. If digits are interchanged, then you can write a new number also. As it is mentioned that digits are being reversed. So if digit will be interchanged, we will have 10y plus x. Now you can read the question. When it means number, when the number is divided by sum of the digits, number is this 10x plus y. When it is divided by sum of digits, then what is the quotient and remainder? We will have 6 as quotient and 0 as remainder. 6 as quotient and no remainder. It means doing by cross multiplication, 10x plus y is equal to 6 into x 6x, 6 into y 6y. Simplified form will be 10x minus 6x is 4x and 6y minus y is 5y. We are having an easier form of the equation. Now when the number is diminished by 9, number means this 10x plus y, I will change the color. When the number is diminished by 9, the digits are reversed. Reverse means this. We will get a number whose that is 10y plus x. Simplified form will be how much? 10x minus x is 9x. Y we can take to the RHS. 10y minus y is 9y. Divide by 9, we can get a easier form, that is x minus y is equal to 1. This is our second equation. Now you can solve both the equations to get the value of x and y. Once we get the value of x and y, what is the number? Number will be 10x plus y. So moving to the next question. Yes, same question we did. I will write the equation in two variables. Let the actual price of tea set be rupees x and the actual price of lemon set be rupees y. First equation is what? On tea set we are getting a loss of 5%, that is minus, do write loss in negative with a negative sign, x into 5 by 100, this is the loss. And on lemon set we are having a gain, I am writing that as positive, y into 15 upon 100. And total gain is how much? 7 rupees. This is our first equation. We can multiply LHS and RHS by 100 so that the equation becomes this. Divide by 5 also, you will get a easier form of the equation. 5 3 are 15, 5 1 are 5, 140. Similarly, you can frame the second equation also. Tea set at 5% gain, it means x into 5 by 100. And lemon set at 10% gain. Lemon set cost is y, so y into 10 by 100. This is the gain. Gain on tea set and gain on lemon set. What is the total gain? 13 rupees. Simplified form of the equation is multiplying LHS and RHS by 100. We will get this. Now we are having two equations and two unknowns. So solving both the equations by substitution or elimination method, you can get the value of x and y. That is what we are told to find. Moving to the next question. Question number 21. 18 karat gold and 12 karat gold. Let us assume 18 karat gold weight be, you can assume x gram, and 12 karat gold we can assume y gram. Total, we are given total weight, how much we need? 120 grams. So first equation will be x plus y is equal to 120. Now one more equation we can frame, because we have to take x gram from 18 karat gold and 12 gram from 12 karat gold, and it will form 16 karat gold weighing 120 gram. Now we are equating the gold, how much gold we have. We know pure gold is 24 karat. So in fraction, if you can get what is 18 karat gold, x gram of 18 karat gold, we will have 18 by 24 part of gold in that x gram. 18 by 24, this much gold will be in x gram. And similarly in y gram, we will have this much gold. And 16 karat gold, how much we have? We have 120 gram. So 120 gram, we have how much? 16 upon 24. This much gold is in 120 gram. So multiplying by 24, you can cancel that. We will have a easier form of the equation as this. Again, you can divide by 2 or 3 also. I will take 6 as common. 6 3s are 18 plus 6 2s are 12 is equal to 120 into 16. 6 2s are 12. So second equation will be 3x plus 2y is equal to 320. We have two equations and two unknown. Solve both the equations to get the value of the amount. How much amount we have taken from 18 karat gold and how much amount we have taken from 12 karat of gold. Moving to the next question. Good question. Similar question is this. Let's solve this also. Suppose we have x liters of 90% acid solution, and from this we are taking y liters to obtain 21 liters. You can write the first equation from here. X liter from first and y liter from second solution. Total solution is how much? 21. Now let's equate the acid content. In x liters of the solution, 90% is acid. It means this much is the acid. Now in y liters, how much acid is there? 97% acid is there. So 97 upon 100. This much acid is in y liters of solution. Now in 21 liters we have 95% acid. So in 21 liters we have how much acid? 95%. This is our second equation. We can multiply both the sides by 100 to get a simplified form. 90x plus 97y is equal to 21 into 95. So this is our second equation. Solve both the equations to get the value of x and y. That will be the quantity of each type of acid. Okay. Moving to the next question. In competitive examination, 1 mark is awarded for each correct answer and half mark is deducted for every wrong answer. Total answered question is 120. Suppose 120 questions if we have, and x question was done correctly, and remaining question 120 minus x, suppose it was incorrect. Now what will be the equation? For each correct answer we get 1, x into 1. This much marks will be awarded for the correct answers, and for every incorrect answer we are deducting how much? Half mark. 120 minus x, these are the questions which are incorrect, into half. This much marks will be deducted. Deducted matlab it means we need to subtract. And what is the marks he got? 90. Okay. This is your equation, linear equation in one variable. We can easily solve to get the value of x. And how many questions he did correctly it was asked, it means x is only asked, so that will be the answer. I hope you will be able to solve. Multiplying by half, 60 plus x by 2 is equal to 90. Solve and you will get the value of x from here. Okay. Moving to the next question. Question number 24. A and B have certain number of mangoes. Okay. Assume A has X mangoes and B has Y mangoes. A says to B, if you give me 30 of your mangoes, if A gets 30 mangoes, then number of mangoes with B will be this much. Now I will have twice as many left with you. I will have means A will have twice of B. This is your first equation. What is the second equation? B replies, if you give me 10. If B is getting 10 mangoes, then number of mangoes with A will be X minus 10. I will have thrice as many left with you. I is who? B replies, if you give me 10, I will have. I means it is B. B will have thrice as many left with you. This is your second equation. Simplify both the equations and then you can solve using substitution or elimination method. Let me simplify one equation. Similarly, you need to do for the second. X minus 2y is equal to 30 minus 60 minus 30 is minus 90. So this is our first equation. Now you can similarly simplify second equation and then solve both the equations to get the value of X and Y. Next, moving to the next question. We did this question, similar type. A shopkeeper sells a sari at 8% profit and sweater at 10% discount and she gets a sum. Sum means selling price. We know the formula for selling price. SP is equal to 100 plus minus. If there is loss, then you need to do subtraction, or profit then addition, upon 100 into CP. This you read in class 8th. Now let us assume the cost price of sari be rupees Y and the cost price of sweater be rupees X is unit. Now finding the selling price for sari at 8% profit. Selling price will be 100 plus 8 upon 100 into CP. Similarly for sweater we are having 10% discount, means you can say loss like thing. 100 minus 10, that is 90 upon 100 into CP. What is the total selling price? 1008. This is our first equation. You can multiply LHS and RHS by 100 to simplify it. 108x plus 90y is equal to 1008 into 100. Similarly for second equation we have she sold the sari at 10% profit. 100 plus 10, that is 110 by 100 into X plus, and sweater at 8% discount. 8% discount means she would have sold it at what cost? 100 minus 8, 92 by 100 into Y is equal to how much she got? 1028. This is your second equation. You can multiply by 100 in LHS and RHS, that is 110x plus 92y is equal to 1028 into 100. Solving both the equation will give you the price, cost price of sari and the list price of sweater. So moving to the next question. Question number 26. In question number 26 we have A is elder to B by 2 years. A's father F is as old as A and B. A and B is twice as old as sister. Okay. We have 4 persons. Suppose the age of A be X years, the age of B be Y years, the age of father F be Z years, and the age of his sister S be W years, suppose. Now what is the first equation? A is equal to B by 2 years. It means X is equal to Y plus 2. A is equal to B by how many years? 2 years. A's father F is twice as old as A. A is father F. It means Z is equal to twice of A, 2x. First equation, second equation. B is twice as old as his sister S. B is twice as old as W. Third equation. If the age of father and sister differ by 40, it means difference of ages of father and sister is how much? 40. Father and sister. Difference of age of father and sister is 40. We can substitute the value of Z from here, that is 2x, and W is y by 2 is equal to 40. Find the age of A. It means we are told to find the value of x. So write this equation in terms of x only. We can write the value of y in terms of x. What will be the y from equation 1? If we will take 2 to the LHS, we will get x minus y is x minus 2 is equal to y. So 2x minus x minus 2 upon 2 is equal to 40. Now you can solve this equation to get the value of x. Only one unknown is here. So x will give you the age of A. Moving to the next question. Same question is this. I will explain it little quickly. Age of two friends differ by 3 years. Ani, assume it as A years. Present age. Biju, B years. And Ani's father. What is the age? Let us assume the age of Ani's father, that is Dharam, as C years, and Biju is twice old as his sister Kathy. 4 persons we have. Biju, sister Kathy. Kathy is sister of Biju. D years. Now let's write the equations. Ages of two friends Ani and Biju differ by 3 years. Ani and Biju. It means the difference between A and B is how much? 3. Ani's father Dharam is twice as old as Ani. Father Dharam is twice as old as Ani, 2A. Biju is twice as old as sister Kathy. It means D is equal to twice of sister. Biju is twice as old as sister Kathy. It means Biju is B. Biju is twice as old as sister Kathy. 2D. And last equation is the ages of Kathy and Dharam differ by 30. Kathy and Dharam. The ages of Kathy and Dharam differ by 30 years. So C minus D is equal to 30. Now we can write C as 2A and D as B by 2. Same equation we got what we got in the previous question. Now we need what? Ages of Ani and Biju. A and B we need. We can substitute the value of B from equation 1. The value of B will be how much? A minus 3 is equal to B. A minus 3. Here you can see we have only one variable A. We can get the value of A from here. Once we get the value of A, substitute in equation 1 to get the value of B. That is what we are asked to find. Moving to the next question. A man walks a certain distance with a certain speed. Assume the distance be D, speed be S, and time taken be T. And the time taken be T. So we can say distance is equal to speed into time, St. Now what is the first equation? If he walks half kilometer per hour faster, speed plus half. If this is the new speed, he takes 1 hour less. What is the time? This is much is the time. So distance traveled, distance is equal to speed into time, and we have the distance also. Distance is not increasing or decreasing. Now multiply this, simplify it. First I will add the second equation. But if he walks 1 kilometer per hour slower, speed is how much? S minus 1. This is a new speed. He takes 3 hours more. Time taken is 3 hours more. Speed into time is the distance, that is st. Simplify both the equations to get a simplified form. S into t is st minus s. Half into t is t by 2. Half into 1 is half, is equal to st. St gets cancelled. So you can see a linear equation in two variable we are getting. This is our first equation. Similarly, simplify st plus 3 into s is 3s. Minus 1 into t minus 1 into 3 is equal to st. St gets cancelled. So 3s minus t is equal to 3. This is our second equation. So we have now two equations, two unknowns. We can solve using elimination or substitution method to get the value of s and t, speed and time. We are told to find the distance covered. Distance will be speed into time, and the original rate of walking. The rate means speed only, s. So two things we are asked. Moving to the next question. Question number 29. Age father is twice. The age of father is twice the sum of the ages of two children. Let the present age of father be x years, and the present ages of his two children be y years. This statement you need to write. So first equation is what? The age of father is twice the sum of two children. 2 into y. This is the first equation. After 20 years, the age of father will be this much, and the age of son will be, we need to add 20 twice because two children are there. So 20 will be added to the ages of both the children. His age will be, his means father age will be equal to the sum of the age of two children, this much. This is the second equation. Now we can put the value of x as 2y here. 2y plus 20 is equal to y plus 40. 2y minus y is y. So the value of y is 20 and the value of x will be how much? 2 into 20, 40. And we are told to find the age of father, that is x. So x is 22 are 40 years. Moving to the next question. Question number 30. A and B has some money. We can assume, let the money with A be x and the money with B be y. If A gives 30 to B, so B will have this much amount and A will have 30 rupees less. Then B will have twice the money left with A, twice of this. Simplify it. 2x minus 60 is equal to y plus 30. Taking y to the LHS, 2x minus y is equal to, take 60 to the RHS, 60 plus 30, 90. First equation. As easy as this. Now, but if B gives 10 to A, so A will have this much amount and B will have this much amount. If B is giving 10 to A, it means A will have x plus 10 and B will have 10 rupees less. Then A will have thrice as much left with B. A will have thrice as much left with B. So the equation is x plus 10 is equal to 3y minus 30. X, take 3y to the LHS and 10 to the RHS, minus 30 minus 10. We have two equations in two unknowns. Solve both the equations and you will get the value of x and y. That is our answer. So moving to the next question. Question number 31. A wizard having powers of mystic incantation, एक जादूगर है that is having some magical powers. Medicines seeking a cockfight going on, spoke privately to both the owners. He spoke privately to both the owners of the cock. पहले ऑनर से उसने क्या कहा? If your bird wins, then give me your stake of money. But if you do not win, then I will give you 2/3 of that. ओके और दूसरे वाले से उसने क्या कहा, he promised the same way, ऐसा ही उसने कहा, if you will win then you need to give me your money and if you will lose then he will give 3/4 of that money. From both of them his gain would be 12 gold coins. Find the stake money of the cock owners each. Suppose the first cock owner stake money is X and the second cock owner rupees Y. Okay, we are considering two equations. If first owner wins and if second wins, what will be the amount that wizard will get? In both the cases he is getting 12 only. So if first one wins, then wizard will have to give this much amount to him. Sorry, if first owner wins, then owner will have to give X rupees to the wizard. It means wizard is gaining X, but second is losing, so he needs to give how much to the second one? If you do not win, I shall give you 2/3. So he is giving 2/3 to the first one. Let us analyze this again. If your bird wins, first owner I am talking, you give me your stake money if he wins, and he is winning, so X amount he is giving. But the second one is losing, so 3/4 of this Y is giving to second one, and he is left with 12 coins. This is our first equation. I will explain the second one. If second one wins, then he will get Y rupees. If second one wins, then he will get Y rupees. But first one is losing, and in question it is given if first one is losing, do not win. Here it is given if you do not win, then wizard will have to give 2/3 of that amount. 2/3 of X. He is having 12 points. So these are the two equations. You need to solve both the equations. Take LCM in LHS and you will get a simplified form. 4x minus 3y is equal to 12, 4 is 48, and here 3y minus 2x is equal to 12, 3 is 36. Okay, solve both the equations to get the value of x and y. Moving to the next question. Same question we did. We have two friends. Suppose the first is having X rupees and second friend is having Y rupees. Give me 100. One says, suppose the first friend is saying to second friend that give me 100. It means second friend will have 100 less and first friend will have 100 more. Give me 100, I shall be. It means X plus 100 is equal to, this is I. I shall become twice as rich as you. This is the first equation. Therefore X plus 100 is equal to 2 into Y minus 200. Take 2Y to the LHS and 100 to the RHS. Minus 200 minus 100 is minus 300. Similarly, framing the second equation, the other one replies. Other one means second one replies. If you give me 10, Y is getting 10 amount and X is losing 10. I shall be, I means second one shall be 6 times as rich as you. 6 times. So second equation is simplifying, we will get what? Take Y to the LHS and 60 to the RHS. We will get 10 plus 60, that is 70 rupees. This is the second equation. Solving both the equation, we can get the value of X and Y. Okay. So this was all. Thank you.